In this video, we explore the brutal truth behind Captain America in the Age of X, a soldier who learns too late what following orders really means. The Steve Rogers in the Age of X universe made his first appearance in the Age of X universe issue 1. The canyon splits open beneath them, a scar of red stone and swallowed light. But at its center, Captain America surges forward like a declaration carved from the last pieces of a broken world. His arm is raised, the shield catching the sun in a cold, metallic flare, its star burning bright even here, where hope has been thinned to bone. The wind tears past him, pulling at the seams a uniform shaped not by patriotism but by survival, by duty sharpened into something harder than iron. He leads the charge of this universe's Avengers. Beside him, he leads Iron Man, the Hulk, the Invisible Woman, Ghost Rider, and Spider-Woman. Captain America drops into the chaos like a controlled impact, every line of his body angled with purpose. Smoke coils around him as his shield slams downward, its star cutting through the haze with a cold, unwavering glow. He doesn't hesitate. He never does, driving straight into the riot with the precision of someone who has turned instinct into doctrine, while the world around him fractures into panic and violence. He stays centered, a force of order in a place designed for collapse. Rogers places his boot on top of the head of the mutant known as Maggot. He tells him to stay down. Then, without warning, a blue blasts its mag in the head, killing him quickly without mercy. Cap turns towards Iron Man. Stark reported that the suspect was reaching for a firearm and bragged that he just saved Captain America's life. But Rogers responded to Iron Man, stating that he didn't have a gun, nor was he reaching for one. But Iron Man only laughed back at him, with the battle falling out of control. Susan Storm, aka the Invisible Woman, steps in and puts Iron Man, Hulk, and Spider-Woman in an invisible force field bubble. She tells Captain America that he needs to control his team better. She orders the remaining mutants to return to their cells. Just then, Marrow attacks the Invisible Woman from behind, knocking her to the ground. This action caused the spirit of vengeance, the Ghost Rider, to grab a hold of Marrow. He starts to power up his pen and stare until he was killed by Chamber in a surprise attack. The reaction caused Ghost Rider to explode, but Susan was quick enough to protect the team and other remaining mutants from the blast. As the flames died down and the rest of the mutants escaping, Captain America stood feeling defeated in front of his team. Not only losing the mutants, but he lost a member of his team. Back at Avengers HQ, their Commander-in-Chief General Frank Castle demanded a report of what happened between the Avengers and the mutant prisoners. Each member of the team gave their opinion on what happened, but Captain America addressed the issue as they were having teething problems, believing that the team needs more time, but they will try harder to become a more functional team. Frank Castle began to give the team their latest mission briefing. He informed the group that they will be sent out to destroy one of the mutants' outposts. With their mission already in motion, Captain America and the rest of the Avengers follow the Age of X version of Victor Creed, also known as the Deadly Sabretooth. He leads the way to the mutants' outpost, while the team travel on one of Invisible Woman's force field. They arrive at the destination of their target. The team were amazed by the sheer size of the imposing structure. The Hulk stands impatient, waiting to charge in and take out as many mutants as he can. But Captain America orders him to stand down, as they need to wait for orders from the General. Iron Man was able to send a transmission to base. He reveals to the team that they were given the command of code Omega. Feeling confused by the order, Tony Stark asks Steve Rogers, what does it mean? Rogers began to have a sense of dread, knowing full well what code Omega meant. But before the captain could give a response, the Hulk responds in pure delight. He laughs out loud, informing everyone that they have permission to kill all mutants that they may encounter. And with that, Hulk grabs Sabretooth and crushes his head with his powerful hands. Captain America just stands alone with his head lowered, feeling powerless to not only to stop the Hulk's actions, but powerless to disobey the orders of his government. As the sun rises at dawn, Captain America, Iron Man, Invisible Woman, and Spider-Woman infiltrated the outpost, with Susan using her powers to keep the team invisible from their enemies. Captain America and his team moved through the dim, ruined corridor with controlled, deliberate pace, every footstep measured, every breath tight behind his teeth. The stencil graffiti on the walls, warnings, slogans, echoes of revolt. slides past the star on his back as he advances deeper into the stronghold. His shield is held low, his head tilted just enough to track every angle, every shadow. Even before a shot is fired, he carries himself like a soldier already in the middle of a battle. Banner's voice crackles over the comms, cold and clinical, stating that there was a shielded chamber on the next level, claiming it could be Magneto. Cap doesn't flinch, but his posture shifts, his shoulders tightening beneath the armored seams of his suit. Banner also mentions that there may be sentries, telling him to kill them all. The team came to a corner, but Rogers tells Banner over the comms, telling him that he will lead the team how he seems fit. Then Sue asks Captain America if it includes committing murder. The Steve turns the corner with his gun aimed forward. He tells Sue that Magneto is a terrorist and he was a military target. So if they kill him, it was not murder, just following orders. Then Rogers fires his gun and he takes out one of the mutants. Steve bends down to the fallen mutant girl. He tells Sue that he has no desire to kill anyone, but only under certain circumstances. He pulls out a dart from the girl's neck, proving to Sue that he is not a killer. With Sue's powers keeping the team invisible, they slowly were able to sneak past a hallway full of mutants. But then Callisto started to sense something was wrong. She smashed a bottle, making Sue lose concentration. With their cover blown, Captain America doesn't react with shock. His body shifts instantly, weight moved to the balls of his feet, shield already coming up. Even before he acts, the posture alone tells the truth. Captain America moves first, always first, bursting into confined steel corridor with the precision of a soldier who has already mapped every angle of the fight before the first bottle shatters. His shield comes up instantly, absorbing a blow meant for Sue, the impact sending blue light rippling across the star. His voice cuts through the chaos, sharp and commanding. Captain America orders the team to take them. He drives forward, shield leading, body coiled like a spring. A swing comes down from above. Cap meets it mid-arc, forearm bracing, muscles locked in a perfect counter. He pivots, redirecting the attacker into Iron Man's line of fire. The movement is clean, efficient, almost surgical. He never strikes to kill, he strikes to stop. And he makes that clear in the same breath he moves. Captain America insists on nothing lethal. Trank shots and body blows only, incapacitate and advance. His shield flashes again as he turns, absorbing another blow before slamming forward, the impact sending a hostile sprawling. In the flickering light of the narrow passageway, the star on his chest becomes a beacon, steady, immovable, even as chaos erupts around him. When a brood of mutants swings a heavy weapon toward him, Cap catches a strike at the wrist, boots grinding against metal flooring. His expression tightens, not in anger, but in conviction. Captain America declares he is no assassin, no callous machine. Every word is punctuated by motion, grappling, redirecting, disarming. Iron Man fires in the background, almost playfully mocking the ease of the fight. But Cap stays focused. The team's chatter doesn't matter. The screams don't matter. The cramped, unstable walkway doesn't matter. His body and shield move as one. They complemented each other. Cap continues to fight even if the numbers were unfair. As he leads the team forward, he shouts out onwards. Just then, as he reached the other side of the hallway, Steve spots a figure standing in the doorway of another room. It was the mutant shapeshifter Mystique. Rogers orders her to drop the gun. She screams at him, telling him to stop and wait. But Steve didn't listen. He aims his gun at her and fires. Susan Storm jumps and pushing Rogers, gun to the side, shouting no at him. The Avengers stood in shock as they looked into the room to see that Mystique was on the ground bleeding out, and behind her were a group of small mutant children, huddled together frightened and scared after witnessing the death of their protector. Steve stood in shock. He mumbles to himself, stating that Mystique was protecting the children. The Invisible Woman pointed out to Rogers at the look on the children's faces. They were afraid. She even stated that these were not the military targets that they were ordered to find. Captain America's eyes widened. He said that he was just following orders. He never meant to harm innocent people. Captain America orders Iron Man to contact General Frank Castle and tell him that the Avengers quit. Just then, Tony Stark's armor starts to spark out blue electric lights. The armor begins to speak, overriding Stark's control over the armor. His arm raises up, aiming towards the children. Rogers calls out to Stark, but Iron Man tells him that the machine can't stop. The suit continues to power up. Rogers asks Stark what could he do to help, but Stark tells Steve to not help him, but to help the children. Then Cap aimed his gun to the back of Iron Man's head and pulled the trigger. Outside the fortress, Frank Castle listens to events going on inside. He calls out to Captain America and tells him to listen well. He tells to Rogers that before he gives a speech about quitting, he informs him that both he and the Avengers haven't saved anything. Castle plans to kill everyone in the fortress. As Rogers listens to Castle, the general mentions that the whole point of the mission was extinction for the mutant race. At first he wanted to use a nuke, but because of Magneto's powers, there was no guarantee that it would work. So he found someone to set off a chemical bomb. Once this person is in position, Castle and his men will clear the area. Captain America responded by saying that Castle had found a patsy to take the blame for killing thousands of people, to which Castle said that the patsy wouldn't mind. Castle revealed that the Hulk was ready to die for the cause. He wants to wipe every mutant off the planet. The remaining members of the Avengers quickly run down the stairs to the exit of the fortress. Meanwhile, the Hulk starts running toward the fortress while carrying a bomb on his back. Rogers warns the mutants that the Hulk was on his way. He tells them that they need to ready to fight him if the Avengers fail. Like his other multiverse counterparts, Rogers was the first to attack. He orders Susan Storm to create a barrier to try and stop the Hulk. From a distance, Castle watches the battle, believing that the Invisible Woman was a threat to their plans. He orders a soldier to fire a rocket at Storm, hoping to give the Hulk a chance to reach the fortress. The rocket is launched and it hits the target. Captain America and Spider-Woman were knocked back, while Susan's force field remains intact. The Hulk started to attack Susan, while Captain America calls out for mutants to try and help her, while Hulk's punches were starting to weaken her shield. It's then revealed that Rogers was injured during the rocket attack. He had both his legs blown off from the explosion. As he crawls across the ground, he calls out to two mutants standing in front of him. He begged them to help the Invisible Woman, but they don't respond to his request. The Hulk finally broke through Susan's shield. Once again, Captain America begged the mutants to do something as he laid there getting weaker. As the Hulk holds Storm in the air, ready to kill her, she used what energy she still had and created another barrier, but only this time it cut the Hulk's arm clean off, freeing her from his powerful grip. Then Spider-Woman jumps on Hulk's back while holding one of Iron Man's gauntlet. She uses it to set off the bomb, killing the Hulk, and herself saving the lives of the mutants. When the flames died out and the smoke had cleared, Rogers crawled over Susan Storm. He calls out her name, but she didn't answer. Then Rogue kneeled beside Rogers. She tells him that she was gone. Behind Rogue, the mutant group, the Force Warriors 5, used their psychic powers to create a barrier around the fortress. Rogue claimed that the Susan had showed them the way and how to protect themselves. She told Steve that the mutants will never forget their sacrifice. Finally, Captain America succumbed to his injuries and died in Rogue's arms. The Age of Captain America is a reminder that even the strongest symbols can be twisted by fear and control. He wasn't evil, just a soldier who forgot to question the mission. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more stories from Marvel and DC Comics characters from the multiverse, please hit the like and subscribe for more content.